What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Forager server. I'm Arkfort, and again today we have some big plans on the server. And now I know that this last episode was a little bit long, but I have to say, building that shulker farm, it was worth it, and also it was very time consuming. I can't tell you how much I actually cut out of that whole process, how much unused content I had there. But today, hopefully, this project won't take nearly as much time, and maybe it'll turn us a bit of a profit as well. First things first, though, I need to clean this up, and then I'm going to start expanding my road out from here so that we can start building some other projects along through here. We'll have roads that, I'm going to have a road that runs straight out of here and through that way, and maybe another road that takes on, past this direction. I'm trying to decide if I want to use an ice road. Ice is generally faster than walking, but I do have an elytra, and I feel like if I'm going to go through all the effort of getting an ice road, I should probably use it more often, and if I have an elytra, I'm probably just not going to. So just for aesthetics, I'm going to build this road out that goes out from here a little ways, and then I'm going to build a very large potion machine, one that I've built several times before, but this is a more perfected version of something that I've built before. But I'm going to need a few resources. So before we get started with that, let me build out this road, and then we'll start working on our potion machine. And there we go. A little bit of a road started here. Not huge, not much, but it's something to get us started. And then I think where I'm going to put this machine, I haven't decided if I want to put it over here or if I want to put it on this side. It's really hard to decide. The other thing I thought is I already cleared that area out. I wonder if I should maybe utilize it. I know I just built the road over here, and I'm glad I did because I'm going to use this at some point. But as I'm looking at this makes sense. Also, two of my skeletal horses managed to make it into this singular hole. That's impressive. So if I built over here, there's some advantages to this. There's quite a bit of space over here. It overlooks the water, which is nice, but I think I might save this for maybe some other farms or something like that. Just something a bit more aesthetic than what I'm going to build. Not that what I'm building is ugly. It's just not going to be, super nice. But I have a plan. I have a plan of attack as far as how I'm going to build it. I think I'm going to settle on doing it right over here. I think my brain is telling me that that's the best place to put it, so I think that that's where I'm going to settle on. So let's get started building our potion machine. Alright, so I have taken the first step, which is the easiest step in my opinion. So what I've got here is I've got 9 brewing stands. These 9 brewing stands are going to make exactly 27 potions every time I run the system, which means it'll make exactly 1 chest or 1 shulker box full of potions, which is exactly what I want for the system I'll do for collecting later. But this is the basic premise of it. So I've got them over these hoppers. I've got this line of redstone right here. It's connected to this button. This runs through here, and once it does this, it will actually send a signal which will drop exactly the right amount of bottles into the hopper system, which will drop below into this system, which will feed into the collection system we'll build in a little bit. But that's just getting started right there. Some basic stuff. Also, this, I've got to build some of this because I've got to put a bottle system into this. I think that's what I'm going to do next, is build the water bottle system. Alright, to start making this water bottle system, I've got a few blocks that I'm running right back through here, and I'm going to need a few things for that. Namely, I'm going to need some redstone here, which runs just like that, and then 1, 2, 3, I'm going to be cutting this one close, 4 at full delay, and then I'm going to just lay this line of redstone right there. With that, I'm going to put down hoppers that are going into each of these brewing stands from behind. There we go. Did I accidentally place an extra one? We'll find out. Perfect. And then on each of those, individually placing a chest which is where all the water bottles are going to go to. They're going to funnel through there. All right, did I accidentally place an extra one? Looks like we're good. Looks like we're clean there. Okay, so my next step was, after adding this line, I ran a comparator from this chest with a torch tower up to here, which runs a line of, you know, you probably can't see it from here, but if I tower up a little bit, you probably will be able to see it. Yeah, line of redstone right there. That will actually be part of our bottle system that will automatically feed bottles in when we get low. So that is, I guess the next part is I'm going to need some sticky pistons, some observers, and some, I guess some droppers? Question mark? Alright, so for the next part of my build, I'm going to be laying a line of water that goes right here, and that is going to be where the water bottles collect the water before they go into the hoppers. So I'm going to need to make a whole line. First I need to make like a trough. I'm going to make it out of glass. And with this trough of glass, there we go. I'll do that. Perfect. And just for continuity, I'll lay that there. And then I'm going to use the 2 water bucket trick and lay some water through here. There we go. So that will pick up water and send it in, but I have to make the system that's actually going to hold the water bottles and send them in automatically. So we're going to have to get on that next. Alright, so now I have to probably get up on top of this glass. I did not provide myself a great means of doing that. Look at that, it worked. So I'm going to place... I think that's right, yeah. I'm going to place these, and they're currently extended because the chests are empty and have no water bottles in them. So it's telling the system there are no water bottles, you need to put more water bottles in the system. Which is great, we like that. That means things are working correctly. However, I'm going to have to be careful how I do this because well, this system assumes that all of these are on an even amount, roughly speaking. So what I probably ought to do is run a few water bottles into each, well, put a few water bottles into each of these, put it in that one last. And that way I've got water bottles in all of them to keep this system turned off until I get started. So let me do that real quick and then we'll get back to this. So now I've got to lay a line of observers that are facing upwards or downwards, depending on how you like to orient that. You know, I didn't think this through very well, did I? Let's do that. There we go. Yep. Can I do this? There we go. Perfect. There it is. There we go. All right, ready-roo. Again with this, we keep meeting like this. It's not good. Okay, so I'll lay that line, and then I will just do that. I'm going to come out one because that is going to get really annoying. Okay, and there we go. Just lay these observers here, and then pick those up, pick all this up, and then take out this. There we go. All right, that's all cleaned up. And that, I think that does it for that. I just need to put water bottles into those droppers and we're good to go. I think that this section is done. So the next thing we're gonna have to do is we're going to have to create the system that puts ingredients in the system, that feeds the ingredients in. So first thing we'll do is start by putting hoppers going above these brewing stands. If I can do that, there we go. And of course they are all going to need one very particular thing. They're gonna need rails. I think I've got some of those in here. So yeah, we'll take a stack of rails there. I'm gonna need powered rails in a minute, so we'll figure that out when I get there. But let's see here. So, whoop, nope, okay, nope. We're gonna place a block because that's way easier. There we go. So we'll do that. Lay that rail down there. And place a block here. You know, I need to consult my notes on this one. I can't remember how far back I'm supposed to go with this.
I did restock on some nether quartz.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did you already buy it out?
I already bought everything you have. You'll notice I built this little pathway over here. Yeah,
I saw it, and that's what made me think, oh, Jordan probably needs more nether quartz.
I did, and I went and got some. So, and I needed to make observers and such too. So,
Yeah.
but oh man, this is quite a large build. I didn't realize like how many hoppers I was gonna need. All right, so I added a few things. I added some powered rail that runs through here. This section's powered by this switch right here. This section runs down almost to the bottom. And then there's this piece of normal rail right here, also powered by this switch. And this block is where I'm going to put another piece of powered rail, and where I'm going to put the hopper minecart that is going to bring all the items, ingredients, to the system. You know, don't you love it when the solution is easy? I do. I love it when the solution is this easy. Ethos Lab, you are a genius. You have revolutionized the game of Minecraft by this invention. All I had to do is build this thing, lay a line of redstone with with a redstone torch lighting it. That was pretty easy. So yeah, the way this will work is this timer, when it is activated, will release exactly 9 items from each of these chests that are activated. What I mean by activated is I'm gonna actually slap some what do you call those? Switches. I'm brain dead. Put some switches on the front of these. Leave them on unless I want to use the items, and then I will just flip them to the, I guess technically the off position, whenever I want to use them. And so that way they stay powered unless I don't want them powered, and then when this timer goes off, it will release exactly 9 items of exactly the items that I want. So that is the hope. That is the way it should work, and that's kind of the direction we're going at the moment. But I'm starting to realize the geography of my build is starting to look kind of nasty, and I'm gonna have to build something over this to make it look not so trashy once all this is said and done. So hopefully, maybe I can do kind of like what Sorrow did. Could build like a big building around it, then maybe look modern, things like that. And I can whip around to the other side for my entrance, because you know, this isn't gonna work for an entrance, and this isn't gonna work for an entrance, but this right over here, this would work just fine as an entrance. So we'll see if I can get up here, and we'll see what I can do for the rest of this. Okay, now this is where it starts getting technical. So now I'm gonna build this circuit that's going to basically tell this thing, alright, there are items coming in, get ready to send this thing, but don't go until you get all of the items. I know that's a lot to say through redstone, but that's what we're gonna try to communicate. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay down a comparator and then a repeater. Where they're gonna follow that up, I need some dust. We're gonna follow that up with redstone dust, and I'm actually gonna put a repeater there. And then I'm gonna put a repeater on full delay and another repeater on full delay, connect them around the corner with that piece of redstone, and then I need a redstone torch, and then I need another repeater right here. I know that seems odd, I know that seems strange to have a repeater going into a repeater, but hear me out, because this block is going to be connected to another one of those things. Another hopper clock is going to go right here, and this is what's going to turn it on and off. The hopper clock is actually what's going to tell this thing when to turn on. But this, in theory, should delay things. In other words, it'll start going. The circuit will start once it detects that there are items in this hopper, but it will wait to send this minecart until the hopper is empty and everything's been emptied out until the hopper minecart here. So that's my plan. Let's see how it goes. I think it'll be fine. I have a friend who's trying to help me make this machine. He's doing a fantastic job. Doing a great job there. All right, so here's what I've got. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So, oh, yeah, why did I do that? That was dumb of me. I removed a very important block. That block is quite important. All right, so here's what I got so far. So I added another hopper clock. And this hopper clock is actually going to be the one that says, okay, now, minecart, you can go up there and go disperse the items. And you can't stop dispersing the items until I say so, which is 2 stacks of dirt worth of time. I don't know how to measure time in dirt, but I don't know how that equates to minutes, but 2 stacks. That's what we've got. So 2 stacks of dirt. It will go, it will return. It will go, it will return until the timer says stop. Okay, I had forgotten one very important aspect of this machine, and that is the collection system, right? So I need to be able to put all this stuff somewhere when I'm done with it. So this is what I did. I actually have, well, I guess I can show you the front end of this. Ooh. So what you have right here, this is just a shulker box, right? Just an unsuspecting shulker box just sitting there. It's not doing anything. It's not causing any harm to nobody. But what you don't see is on the back end of this, and actually I'm going to go ahead and drop down, is that underneath that shulker box is actually a feed system. So this is a dropper that is running straight back from where the brewing stands are going to release from. So all those potions will come right over here, and that will actually trigger this repeater, right, or not repeater, this comparator right here powers that block, which powers this piston. That piston fires this sucker. Oh, I just realized I done did a goof. All right, there we go. That will do the thing. It updates the thing that updates the thing. All right, so this piston pushes this observer into this observer, which basically creates a tick cycle that sends this dropper up, and there's another dropper underneath that, which is underneath the shulker box. Once the shulker box is full, and only when the shulker box is full, will you have this system activated. And actually, I'm going to go around the other way so we can see the system a little bit better. So once the shulker box is full, it will send a signal to this comparator, which is on subtract mode, you might notice. The reason it's on subtract mode is it's measuring this comparator, which is reading this chest full of water bottles. So once the amount of water bottles, or the amount of potions, exceeds the number of water bottles in this chest, which means that it is full, it will send a signal all the way up here to this tower with a little bit of a delay, sends to this block, sends down to this piston, which is right behind this block right here. So all that together means that all of that means that all I need to do is press the button. It will automatically collect, and once it collects, it'll send it all into the shulker box. Once the shulker box is full, comes right back out here, and I can just go on my merry way. So that's that. I think, again, I'll say this, and I hopefully I'm done this time, but I think that covers all the technical aspects. I've got my collection system done. The brewing stand is done. The brewing system is done. The water collection system is done, and the ingredients input is done. So I think that's everything. I think I got it all. I just need to add the ingredients to these chests, and I'm gonna hopefully do that by making them look nice with some item frames as well. Okay, I think we are officially ready for a test run. So I've got some, very few, ingredients in my ingredient line here. And I have selected, oh, I need to go ahead and select that one. I have selected my nether wart because you need your awkward potions first. And then I've selected golden carrots, and then I've selected a fermented spider eyes, and then I've also selected the redstone dust. So what we should have here at the end of this should be a potion of not of inverted night vision, which would be invisibility, that is lengthened. So we're getting potions of invisibility. That's what we're looking at here. And it looks like we're good to go. We've got our water bottles set up. So now, moment of truth. I'm supposed to press this button and things are supposed to happen. Okay, so just double check and make sure I've got enough in each of these because I don't want to screw this up. This could go poorly if I don't do this correctly. So, alright, we've got all the necessary things. A little bit anxious, but here we go. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna press the button. Okay. Alright, so this timer is working, which means it's getting the things, right? And it's getting them in the right order, which is good. Yeah, that's good. We like that. Keep going, and good. Now you're off, and it disappears. That's good. We like that. Now, as long as this stays on long enough for it to make one more trip, we should be fine. And look what we got over here. On our maiden voyage already, things are looking great. Things are looking tip-top shape here. Okay, what's next? Give me the... Okay, golden carrots. That's exactly what I wanted to see next. Yep. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to shorten your timer because that's unnecessary. All right, so making sure on the end we've got it. Potions of invisibility that last 8 minutes long, and now the other moment of truth. We test the collection system. So watching this magic, boom, 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 and then boom, boom, boom. Why didn't you give me another water bottle? That's a little bit odd. All right. This does seem to be doing what it's supposed to be doing, okay? And we'll find out, too, if it's going to do the other thing it's supposed to do, which is eject this when it's full. Okay, it did the thing. It did the thing it was supposed to do. I couldn't be happier about that. You, on the other hand, I think we need to fix some timing on this thing, because that is incorrect. I know for a fact there's plenty of water bottles in the system for you to not be doing that. But other than that, I'd say it was a very successful maiden voyage. Why didn't you eject the thing? Oh. Good gracious. Oh, well, okay, there's a couple of bugs to fix, but other than those two minor things, I have a shulker box full of potions of invisibility, which is kind of what I was going for. So I would say that was a very successful first run, all things considered, and this is actually looking pretty nice. I need some more item frames, and I need to fix this problem, and I need to put an enclosure around this whole thing once I've got it all sorted out. But let me run a few diagnostics and see if I can fix this bug right here. And then hopefully after that, we'll be ready to really rock and roll with this thing. And it'll make me some moolah. Alright, so I've done a little bit of work. I feel pretty proud of this, actually. I put a case around my potion machine. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm going for a very simple office building feel, and I thought it was going to be really small by comparison to this building right here, but it really isn't. That's actually a pretty decent size, and I might actually make it taller at some point, but not now because I am well out of iron, and so is sorrow, which means I am not getting any anytime soon. So I think this is as tall as this thing is going to be for right now, but there's a few things I need to work on here. So I did make this little nook here for a crafting bench and an anvil, which I use to label some of these things, like each of the ingredients and what they do in the potion making process. So you can kind of see that. I know what they are for, but it is kind of nice, I think, aesthetically to have a system where you can just take a look and say, hey, I want that, and flip a switch and get it working. So this is all working out pretty well. I tried to kind of wrap this up in a bit of a way, and then I extended this road back to the main part of, well, I guess my living quarters, and removed my enchanting table because I really don't need it. Well, I removed the bookshelves. The enchanting table's obviously still here. But the building's looking okay, I think. The only thing that I think I need to do is probably find a way to put a lid on this, because you can just see everything. It doesn't look very nice at all. And so what I'm thinking is I need to find a way to kind of enclose this area, maybe with some more of this quartz bricks, which I'm running a little low on, but that's okay. I think I have enough to enclose this area. But if I enclose this area, I need to think about lighting. That is a big deal at this point. Now, I'm not worried about mobs spawning in here because we're on a mushroom island, but it's going to be dark if I come in here, and I don't like working in the dark. So I got to figure out how I'm going to light this place, and I think end rods is going to be how I go. I think that's going to be the strategy there. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is put a lid on that, get some end rods, light all this up. And then also, I've got this little corridor I made back here, which is mostly just made to hide all the redstone, because I didn't do that on this side yet, obviously. But if you come back here, it makes this nice little like corridor, and I think I'm gonna make another floor up top here, and this just goes up there, and that may have some potion farms. If I can get some melons, I just can't find them. Can't find melon seeds anywhere. But if I can find some melon seeds and grow a melon farm, and possibly get my netherwart farm up there, that would be helpful. Maybe actually add a few of these other ones like carrots, sugar, things like that. I can maybe add some of that up there, and then I can just have a bunch of my potions, potion ingredients that is, very close by and regularly creating more of those things. So that might be good. But first things first, let's put a cap on this thing. So I had to take a break because I got very sick for a couple days, but I did manage to kind of fix up the interior of this thing a little bit. So you see I added, well, I enclosed part of it. You see I added that ceiling at the top. I put end rods around here. These lamps are meant to indicate how many water bottles I have in the system. And so I've got about little less than half full in the system, which is fine. It's more than enough. I think it's 4 stacks per dispenser. But if I need to, what I can do is just come up this little area right back here and add water bottles into the system from right here. So that's a nifty little area to use that from. And then I added a little lamp to signal when I'm using the panel here for what do you call these ingredients? Of course, I'm so brain dead right now. So yeah, I think I really like the way that this is turning out. I enclosed this whole area so you can't really see what's kind of outside of this, and then around here I added to this into this corridor right here, I added a spot to put in a water elevator later. That'll take me to the next floor, which I've got some plans for that one. And then around on the outside here, you can't see the redstone anymore because I encased it in some of that beautiful nether quartz brick. So I think this is starting to look a lot more reasonable, a lot more like what I was looking for to begin with. So I like this. This is definitely turning out closer to what I expected. Well, here is the issue that I'm running into at the moment. The issue I'm running into at the moment is I'm still missing several ingredients, and when I say missing, I mean altogether I am missing at least 2. There could be more actually. I guess I didn't include room for the Turtle Master potion, but these 2 I can at least put puffer fish in, and there's another one I'm not thinking of, and I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. For some reason I cannot remember, but I need more of some other things, because I want more regen potions for sure, and that is just not going to cut it. So I'm thinking I'm going to need to make a gas farm, and that gas farms are seldom if ever fun, but they can be very rewarding, because who doesn't love regen potions? The other thing though is that I know for a fact people are going to want some invisibility potions, and I can make plenty of those. fire resistance potions are going to be very, very popular as well. And of course, the most popular option is going to be these potions of weakness for, you know, transforming villagers, things like that. Everything else is kind of meh, you know, people aren't going to necessarily need it, especially since, you know, with things like strength and speed, those aren't really as necessary, just because a lot of the weapons that you can upgrade now in Minecraft, they're so strong you don't really need strength potions. Speed is kind of a, you know, creature comfort thing. The rest of these though might be useful for some folks, so I think it's time to go back to the shop and set up a little spot where I can start selling some of these potions at a pretty reasonable price, see if I can start turning a profit. That would be wonderful. So I decided to go out for a little stroll in the evening and pick some flowers that I'm gonna put over here for now, of course. Blue, yellow, red. I've got white. I've got this. I need to turn that into dye. So we're gonna make these dyes, and so we can do different color combinations if we want with the boxes, just to make it a little bit more colorful and kind of make things pop a little bit. This does blue, right? Yeah, kind of what I thought. This also does blue, so I don't know how much I need that, but we're gonna see. We'll do some yellow, and we got some yellow, red, blue, white, black. Obviously we can do some gray if we would like. It's not too hard to do gray. You just, yeah, look at that, it's already sitting right there. So I'm gonna make some dyes real quick to put with these, and then maybe I can do some color coding for some shulker boxes that I can put here and label these potions with their prices. So you can kind of see the potions, but I think it'd be better if the shulker box kind of fit the color of the potion, more or less. So I can put that shulker box there. I think that fits, that light blue fits better to the invisibility potion. And then of course the light gray for the slow falling, which is at 3 per diamond, only because it's not a, you know, phantom membrane is not a renewable resource as far as we're concerned yet. I'm coming up with a design for a phantom farm, but we'll see how it progresses. For the meantime, that is going to be the price. That may be a bit steep. We don't know. I mean, that is going to be on the basis of not the prices of golden carrots, because that's clearly cheap, but on the price of all things mushrooms. Now that I've got this thing all niced up, maybe I should give it another run to make some fire resistance potions. Now that I've got everything just the way I want it, make sure everything is still running a-okay. So obviously we want to select that, we want to select that, and we'll select that as well. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, we've got a full set here. Now time to feed it into the system. That still looks like magic every single time. In just a second, it will give me the Shulker Box. There we go. Very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just makes me very happy. When you build something that's unique and it works the way you want it to, that's just such a good feeling. Alright, well, back to the shop to sell some potions of fire resistance too. You know, actually I should probably run another set while I'm, you know, just sitting here thinking about it. What else can I run? Can I run some of these? Yeah, I can. Alright, yeah. Awkward. No awkward. Just that. Just this and that. Do I have any of these? Yeah, I have plenty of that. Cool. I'm gonna run another set while I'm off labeling all this stuff, and hopefully when I get back it'll all be ready to go. I think potions of fire resistance should go in an orange box. I think that makes the most sense. Problem, I'm out of item frames again. I keep running into this problem. I really need to make like a cow farm or something. It's okay. Either way, we'll put these here. How do I want to label that? I need to be able to label that. You know, do I really need all of these? I'll replace it later. It's literally just a decorative shulker box. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and slap that up there and take one of these out. Go over here. Potions of fire resistance. I'm gonna put them at 9 per diamond. I feel like that's pretty generous. I've got a competitive market here because Clash also sells these, so I need to make sure that I sell them at a better price. 9 per diamond. I think that's about as good as that's gonna get. And then of course I need to make another one of these, just for aesthetics. There we go. Sweet. Let's go check on our potions of weakness, see how those are doing. All right, looks like our splash potions of weakness are ready to go to the shop as well. All right, let's see, what's a good color here? Is there a way to combine these two? I'm curious. No, there doesn't appear to be a dark purple. There's just purple. I guess I'll just go with purple then. Because this color purple is lame. But I think that works. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works just fine. Okay, now to set a price for the potion of weakness. Ooh, I gotta make this a sweet deal. I think I am gonna go at 9 per. No, that's too generous. I got 6 per diamond. They're dependent on how accessible mushrooms are, and I have kind of a monopoly on mushrooms at the moment. So I'm gonna stick it at 6 per diamond. That way, you know, it's enough incentive for them to want to buy more. I don't know. Should I go cheaper? I think I can go cheaper. Let's go 9. I feel like I'm gonna be losing money on this, but you know what? It's all in the name of sales, right? So, 9 per diamond. Not too bad, actually. And then another brewing stand right on top, just to make that a little bit nicer. So these are kind of the initial ones that I'm planning on selling. I think I got room for 2 more over here, which I think are going to be potions of underwater breathing and regen, maybe? I think I'm going to go with regen. I think that makes the most sense. But that's what I'm going to start with for now. I think that is looking pretty nice. I think this is looking very nice. This is looking very colorful, very inviting. Hopefully that means people will come in here and buy potions. Now I just have to advertise, and while I could be audacious and put a giant A on top of my shop with diamonds, although I don't think I can afford to do that, I have another strategy, I think. Now I'm hoping this will get their attention. Yeah, that worked exactly the way I was hoping it would. Alright, so I've got these little posters, and I've got all of these nice red shulker boxes that say shop at Red Tech. And of course, I'm not just going to, you know, wait for people to pick them up. No, I am going to personally deliver these. And of course, the first place I'm going to deliver one is to our friend Sorrow, who is currently AFK'd. So I'm gonna leave it right there. That's a terrible spot for that. Let's try that. Seriously? I can't get it back now. I don't have. Do you have item frames on you? What can I do with this? How can I change this situation? This is a problem. Well. Oh well. I guess that's that. Shop at Red Tech on the floor. Come on. Come on. Okay. And potions now available at Red Tech. There we go. Now he'll see that when he comes to. That'll be very hard to miss. Alright, let's go see. So Clash is on, but he's not at his base. I bet you he's at his gold farm. Okay. This is a bit. This may be a bit much. I think. Nope. Yeah, they can't. They can't spawn on shulker boxes, surely. Oh, I'm. This is risky business I'm playing with. Gonna do it anyway. Can that open? Yes, it can. All right. I'm gonna put that right there. You can't get out. Now you can't get out until you shop at Red Tech. That is how you do some advertising right there. Make sure they understand to shop at Red Tech. Shop at Red Tech. Oh my, who put in an ice highway here? What? This is huge. How far does this go? And where does it go? I'm curious. Hello, iron gold. Oh. Mistakes were made. I dug part of this. Okay. Whoa. Whose portal is this? Okay, well, we're about to find out, I guess. Any day now. What on earth am I looking at here? Oh, okay. What? Where did I end up? Beacons galore. Cool. Villagers galore. I didn't mean for that to happen. This looks like a sugarcane farm. Sheep farm. This is somebody's base. I just don't know who. It's a mystery. Quite the mystery. Let's get an aerial view. Maybe that'll help. Whoa. Okay, well this looks like someplace I should leave a shulker box. This person has a music disc, golden apple, potion of weakness. There are no signs at all as to who belongs here. This is very odd. Whoa. Somebody's been smelting glass. Somebody's been busy. Shulker shells. Why am I going to give you a shulker box if you already got shulker shells and netherite? Who is this person? They are, relatively speaking, loaded. Assuming they got all these things themselves and didn't take them from somebody. You see that? That is a wee bit suspicious right there. And this right here tells me exactly who the culprit is. Because there's only 3 people who have accomplished this. And I know where the other one is, and the other one is me. So, well, there's 2 others besides this person. One of them is me, and the other one I know who it is. So, that's a lot of diamonds. I mean, that's a lot of diamonds. And we've been having diamonds go missing recently. Not saying that this person did all of this, but also there's some things that are adding up for me. That's also a ton of sand and netherite. Were they mining in the nether? What on earth? Well, one way or the other, I'm gonna try to convince them to shop at Red Tech. And even if that means having potions stolen from me, I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, but shop at Red Tech. And of course, there. Alright. Now we just call it shop at Red Tech. Almost managed to goof that up. And we're going to put it right there. Don't tell me that works. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Anyway, we'll just put that there. That will definitely get his attention, assuming he ever gets back on. He hasn't been on in a while, so we'll see. But that will definitely get his attention, I think. So that is going to be my little advertising scheme for Red Tech for now, until I can get some better items up on the inventory, and then people just be begging to shop there. So they'll be clamoring to hand me their diamonds. That is the plan. Alright. Well, let's see. What all have we done today? We built us a potion machine. We created a little box around it that looks very much like a modern office building, which is good because that's the start of our modern city to complement Sorrow's industrial era city. We have done some advertising for Red Tech. We put some things in the shop, and then of course we have apparently found clues as to the mystery of the whereabouts of the missing diamonds. Fascinating stuff. And I think that is a good place to leave us off for today. So next time we'll see what I end up getting into. Probably going to build some farms to complement my potion materials and get more potion ingredients. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.